Alrighty! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Prince Zodiac, and welcome back to another episode of Black Myth Wukong. In the last episode, we made our way further through the webbed ridge, descended deeper into the depths of the webbed hollow, took on some guy named the Toxic Taoist, I think? Yeah, the Toxic Taoist. And, also a armor worm. Forget if it was like a major, or like a large, or whatever. Some kind of armor word. And, with it, we came back here, and we actually gave it to Chen Long, for some reason. I'm not fully sure what he's gonna do with it, but he's gonna do something with it. That should be interesting. And, ooh. I know. Already harvested. Anyway, in today's episode, we're going to pick up from where we left off, continue our journey through the webbed hollow, and see if we can't reunite with Pigsy somehow. Because he's still lost. Still don't know where he went. He went deep into a hole following after the spider woman, the green lady. The, second sister, I think? But, other than that, I have no idea where he is. Hopefully we'll find him soon, though. Gonna find our best friend Pigsy, reunite, and continue our journey together. I'm finding it kind of interesting that, like, Pigsy as our companion character, we only have him, like, from time to time, and other times we get separated. Keeps a good divide on, like, solo gameplay and, like, together gameplay. Especially because, like, games like this are known for, like, solo gameplay, and, you don't really do summoning unless you really need it. I like doing summoning a lot just because I find it fun, but I know most people kind of forgo it for the greater challenge. But I do find it interesting how this game balances Pigsy being here and not being here, and like sort of crafting the scenarios around whether or not he's journeying with you. Because the game decides when he's here or not, it has a easier time of gauging what the difficulty should be with or without him. Which I think is a very unique and a very cool way of approaching this subject. We get two paths, it would seem. So, wasn't it just here or something? I feel like I was just here. I remember taking on you. Yeah, okay, so that's that way. Let me get my bearings again, because this place is a bit of a maze. Right, and then I think this is just the longer way around? Yeah, it just loops down and around. Okay. So, down this way, I think, then? I know there was like a path split here. Yeah, up here. Ooh, Will. Absorby. Thank you. Hello, lantern carrier. Ow. You suck. Ooh. Big guy. Ow! Ho, ho, ho. Ow. Nope. And use my power. There we go. Ow. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm absolutely going to die to this thing. Ow. I'm just off my game right now. It's been a few days since my last recording, so a little rusty. Oh my god. Come on, come on. Get over here. Oh! Don't know what's happening. Ow. There we go. And spirit skill. Scorpion Prince. Right. There's a tale about those guys. I think there's 4 of them in total, right? Okay, so this is where I came from. And path splinters again. Luogia Fragrant Vine. Oh. Ow. Ow. I hate poison. Oh, shit. Get out of here. Okay, so we could go up or down. Oh, shit. Ow. Down looks like it has more ways, so let's go up here. See what's up here. Curious about that giant tree root knot up there. Hello there! Ow. Get out of the fire! Stop, drop, and roll. Let's see. Oh. More will. Oh. Someone wants a ass kicking. Oh. Give me will. Ooh, rice cocoons. Interesting. Ooh, item. Gimme, gimme. Mirage pill. No idea what that is. Alright. This kind of looks important. Ooh. Stuff down that way. What is this? What the hell?
course, this talisman. Those old rascals. On your feet already, are you? Best keep clear of this mess. It's for your own good. Go find the pig before it's too late.
Now. I will take what I desire. Okay. Didn't seem to do much. I have a feeling that's gonna be kind of important, so... Huh. This the way forward, then? Lighting being here. Minimize that it is. Oh. Oh, that guy's down. Ow! Alright. So... I think this is the way forward, actually, so... Instead, we're gonna go turn around. Oh, oh my god! Ah, poison's so bad. A little at least. Okay, let's go down then. Round this way. Destroy all the webs. There we go. Down this way. More will. Okay. Oh no, wait, this is just... Ow. Ow. Okay, so that back path over there just leads around. Okay, I know where I am now. This place is such a labyrinth. What's over here then? We got a dude in the rafters. Die, please. Dumbass insects. And... oh. So this is also just a way forward then. Huh. Right. Okay, well... what's up there then? That looks like it drops off over there. This is how we get all the secrets. We don't skip a single turn. We don't rescind a single part of the path. We go everywhere. We check everything because that's just how we do it. There we go. Kill all the enemies, get more will, more level ups. Oh, hello there. Ugh. There we go. Big armor worm. Gross. Spine in the sack. What does that do? Critical hit chance. Poison damage. No, I don't do poison damage. At least I don't yet. So I have no reason for that. Well, hello there. You do poison damage, though. Ow. You got a wicked cool staff, buddy. There we go. Yay, spark. And we also have a shrine. Ooh, and a meditation spot. Oh, god damn it. I just realized I didn't check for meditation spots in the New West yet. Ah, I really need to do that. Ooh. Oh well. I will do them at some point. I just need to remember to do it. It's creepy as like all the different enemies here are. I am really loving these caves. This is definitely my favorite area just by design so far. The enemies are creepy, and I'd prefer it without all the webs. I prefer it if it was like moles or something. Or like a civilization of Rockwise, but what are you gonna do? It is just super cool though. I am loving this. I know the New West was like a top tier for me, but this place easily beats it out. Just in terms of world design. Not enemy design. Because again, these enemies are just really kind of creepy and gross. Ah! I was right at a shrine. God damn it. Damn. God. Oh, back to it, I guess. Where even am I? No, let's not be hasty. Alright, killed that dude. I think this way is going to be the fastest. No one. Screw yourselves. Right, up here. Oh, hello, Mr. Yaksha. Ow. Put out the fire! I don't know what this thing is. It like glows, but only when I'm not nearby. weird. Alright, you. Yep. Your archery sucks. I don't know if I can skip over these guys, actually. Ow. Well. Heal up. Take you out first. Because you're the most annoying. There we go. Cleared out. And new shrine. Ugh. Still hate all the little spiders that are on this thing. Alright, let's rest. New brew. Using the ore inflicts a poison state to the destined one himself. Why would I want that? I'm not doing that. Considerable amount of might here. Oh, I don't have any true pulls left. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. That way. This way. One goes to some kind of temple. One is just dark and desolate. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a monkey by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Trap him under a mountain. Ho! Little Journey to the West version for you guys. Oh, hello, snake skeletons. I haven't seen you since Area 1. Interesting that you're here. Just clean all these out. Who knows what secrets they may hold? This looks like a boss arena. This is absolutely a boss arena. Look at that thing. Oh! Centipede guy? Oh god. Well, aren't you creepy? Back away. That's a lot of poison. I don't want to get hit with that. Ow. Ow. What the hell? That's not centipede, that's roly-poly. I'm more of a roly-poly demon than a centipede demon. Ooh, God, you leave poison behind wherever you shoot. Oh, God. I am very low on health. That was close. Boom! Ow. No idea what that did, but, oh. That's a lot. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So when he does that, I need to pay attention and dodge all of the roly-polies that come my way. Right. Oh, at least it's not too far. There's only like 2 snake skeletons on the way. Hardly anything. Hello there! Ow. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Nope, go away. Haha, you all failed. Ow. You did not. Ow. Missed. I don't want to get caught up in that. Yeah, no. And got him. I am very much in love with that combo I came up with. And that's why I keep Tiger Acolyte. Ooh, not a voidness, and a new spirit skill. Gold Tree Core. Centipede Guy. What's he do? Take form of a centipede guai into your body into a giant ball and collide with nearby foes. Slightly increases movement speed. Ooh, that does seem like it might actually do a lot. Yeah, I'll see how it works. Right. Where are we going? Over here, and... Oh, you know what? We also haven't done any Yao Guai lore. We should do some. Again, people, it's been a few days since my last recording. I'm a little rusty on my process for some... I think I've unlocked quite a few new ones, so we'll do a few at least, and then we'll... Okay, so that's nothing. Okay, where does this take me? Put some will down there. Don't mind if I do. That is way down there. I'm guessing that's the end of this area. Or this section, or whatever you want to call it. In which case, I think after this I will be heading back to previous shrine. Ooh.
Grim and dire is this land.
It's Horse Guy.
I came west for the wisdom of the 100-eyed one. But he shut his doors and made me prisoner in this lair. Tales speak of these insatiable spider guais. they could use a strong male like me to consume and practice. Much I owe you today, my friend. Without your help, along the way, I would see no more of the Flaming Mountains.
Yeah. I'm glad you managed to escape the foolishness of Yellowbrow and continue on your journey, brother.
Ever heard tell of the Destined One, my friend?
That's
They
me.
say he marches and fights on a quest to bring back the Great Sage.
The great sage and my king once swore a brotherhood. After the sage fell, the king dismissed every one of us. He became someone, not himself. If the Destined One is really the one who can bring back the sage, he can count on my humble support.
My plea for aid was met only with silence along this path. But in turn, I've sinned through it all.
My mind is made, friend. I shall rely on none but myself. If none shall aid, I will act on my own. Should our paths cross at the Flaming Mountains, we'll toast to our reunion.
I mean, I've
Now, take great care.
been helping you pretty significantly, so you can rely on me, but
My plea for aid was...
My mind is, if none shall aid, should our path now.
I get what you mean. More armor worm. Gross. Nasty, nasty, nasty armor worms. Y'all are major yuck. Why do you have so much health? Yeah, they're called armor worms, but still. Hi, Tom. Oh, more jade lotus. More rice cocoons. Ow. There we go. Another armor worm. There we go. Get out of here. Ooh, nice little table here. Ow! You destroyed the table! Die! Spine in the sack. Oh, two of them now. Ooh, new shrine. So we can head back one. Oh, another one of these things. Still don't know what these are, but I'm gonna undo them all just 'cause I can. Ooh. Materials. Time to die, buddy. Nope, nothing. Alright. Let's hit that shrine, roll back 1. Because there was that other way to go that we did not go. Rest. And self-advance, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. Wonderful. Alright, now we will travel to Middle Hollow. Yay! And before we continue on, let's take this chance at a paused moment to look at some Yaoguai lore. Wrong button. Here we go. Oh. Where's that? Oh god. I think I exited the map too quickly. Now there's that rushing wind sound. Alright, one sec. I gotta reset real quick. Alright, managed to get that sorted out. Now, where were we? Yaoguai lore. Here we are. Here we go. Clawed cocoon. Ah, these are the creepy sack things. Great. Alright. Clawed cocoon. In the world's endless In the world's endless hustle and bustle, dreams chase shadows, hopes may rustle. Amidst the weave, our paths are spun, bound by fate, we journey as one. In the kingdom of Zhuzi, a curious tale prevailed. No matter how many kings came and went, the Zhu family of the royal weaving office never relocated. They wove a fabric known as celestial silk, gleaming as moonlight, light as clouds. Nobility and merchants alike clamored for it. The city's weavers seethed with jealousy, but none could replicate it. Over time, whispers spread that the Zhus owed their silk to a jade shuttle bestowed by the red-clad immortal. One weaver was convinced that obtaining that shuttle would also secure his fortune. On a deep, dark night, he sneaked into the Zhu's workshop outside the city walls during the second watch. The Zhus were rich enough to have their own workshop sprawled wide and vast. In the dead of night, not a soul was in sight. The weaver crept through the yards of draping silks when a pure white light fell upon the center of the drying racks. The moon dimmed, and darkness swallowed all but that single shining pillar joining earth and sky. The weaver stumbled toward it and discovered the pillar of light was made of countless strands of silk. 2 monstrous silkworms were spinning these strands into cocoons and hanging them on the drying racks. The cocoons' hooked feet grabbed the silk strands and passed a jade shuttle back and forth, weaving the exquisite fabric. Dazed, the weaver became fixated on the shuttle, convinced that owning it would endow him with the same power. But the cocoons impaled him with their sharp hooks in a blink of an eye. As he lay dying, he saw the worms crawling towards him. They carried him into the pillar of light and wrapped him in a luminous cocoon. Yeah. Creepy. Scorpion Prince. So I heard, I think it was in the Green Lady's Tale. There's like 4 of them mentioned, so maybe there's only 4 of these guys in total in this game. I don't know. Water. Agua. Alright. Scorpion Prince. Silent it hides with venomous claws. barbed hooks laced with deadly flaws. It arrives with a fierce, bold show, but in defeat, it tucks tail and goes. The four sons of the Scorpion House often secretly inquired about each other's recent activities. This was not out of brotherly affection, but rather due to a competitive spirit, fearing that one of them might be chosen by one of the sisters in the cave before the others. Not only did they spy on each other's whereabouts, but they also felt compelled to comment on them afterwards. If they heard that a brother had achieved something recently, they would make sarcastic remarks and express jealousy. Conversely, if a brother had made a mistake, they would mock and ridicule him, taking pleasure in his misfortune. Confused by such behavior, the lesser Yaoguais in the cave approached Beetle Commander to seek an explanation. Beetle Commander explained, their fear isn't about failing to marry a lady. It's that their brother's promotion will cut into their own benefits. Hearing this, the lesser Yaoguais were even more perplexed. Beetle Commander continued, the 100-eyed Taoist Master will not permit the Scorpion family to amass excessive power. Thus, if one of the four brothers ascends to the position of Prince Consort, the prospects for the others inevitably wane. This principle extends to the official roles within the cave. Take Scorpion Eldest, for instance. Having gained the favor of the second madam, he faces the most exclusion from his brothers. But the eldest one is indeed more capable, while the others are not as competent, one lesser Yaoguai chimed in. Exactly. Because he has some skills, his brothers only talk behind his back and don't dare to confront him directly. Were it someone less skilled, it might not be the same. Brotherly jealousy can be an ugly thing. Let's see here. Who else we got? Elder Armor Worm. In the Celestial Garden, rare seeds grow by the purifying spring with an immortal glow. Transformed in the lower realm, forms unique, such path to Tao, refined and sleek. In ancient times, someone cast 2 celestial eggs from Mount Kunlun into a blessed land on earth. However, the will of the mortal realm was not as abundant as that of the celestial realm. As a result, the celestial eggs failed to fully nurture and lost many of their wondrous abilities, taking on vastly different forms. One of these celestial eggs was used to redeem the guilty, while the other was hidden away by someone with ulterior motives. From this hidden egg, various creatures emerged, and it came to be known as the Elder Armor Worm. Every few days, the Elder Armor Worm would produce insect eggs that resembled blood sacs. These eggs were ingested by a living being. The larvae would devour their internal organs. Depending on the innate difference of the larvae, the host would undergo a transformation, turning into one of many types of insects. If the eggs of the Elder Armor Worm were not ingested, they would naturally hatch into an ordinary armor worm. These ordinary armor worm would spin silk to create cocoons, which they used to trap their prey. The cocoons contained potent toxins that caused the trapped creatures to experience a sensation of flying in the wind, as if floating on clouds, instead of feeling suffocated. However, prolonged exposure to these toxins led to abnormal changes in their bodies over time. Some practitioners attempted to use this method to temper their bodies and enhance their powers. However, it was only ultimately considered a deviant practice that easily led to a loss of sanity. Since the celestial egg entered the mortal world, many have fallen victim to its poison. The armor worm, despite its terrifying appearance, is not adept at combat. Aside from spewing filth from its mouth, it possesses no remarkable abilities. However, its continued existence and proliferation in the world suggests that it must provide some unknown benefits to certain individuals. Yeah, well, I killed it, so it's no longer providing those benefits. My guess is that for these spider ladies that own this cave, it served as like a way for them to create soldiers. Because it sounds like by ingesting the egg sac, you become an insect guy. So that might be how they've created so many insect guys to serve them willingly. Might also explain what they're doing in the cocoons. It might just be the insect guys trying to temper themselves with the transformation, but as this thing states, it doesn't really work, so no wonder that they're not really getting any stronger even when they try to do that. Interesting. Centipede Guai. Twisted in form, it charges like a gale. With feet unfurled, it strikes a deadly trail. Beware its breath, the venomous embrace. It narrow bounds, seek a wider space. In bygone days, a young man embarked on a journey to the Webbed Hollow seeking vengeance. However, his quest took a dark turn when he was captured by Yaoguais and thrown into the Bone Vault. Falling into a deep pit, he landed in a lair of large insects. Despite suffering a broken leg, he managed to survive. As he looked around, all he could see were skeletons and remains, filling him with despair. In the midst of his despair, he felt a sharp pain in his leg. A massive centipede, as long as a person, had bitten him and torn off a piece of his flesh to devour. Filled with terror, the young man instinctively grabbed a stone and viciously crushed the centipede until it burst apart. Only then did he realize that the stone he had used was a human skull, which he quickly discarded. To his surprise, he noticed that the pain in his injured leg had subsided. Curious, he applied some of the centipede's pus to a scraped arm, and the pain diminished, likely due to the numbing effect of the venom. This revelation sparked an idea in his mind. He tore strong silk threads from the cocoons surrounding the pit and found 2 leg bones to serve as support for his broken leg. Exhausted from the ordeal, he rested, but soon heard rustling sounds around him. He searched for the source of the noise, but it abruptly ceased. Suddenly, a giant white ball descended from above, bounding several times before unfurling into a massive centipede, hundreds of times larger than the first one. Swiftly, the young man curled himself into a ball, mimicking the centipede's movements to confuse the colossal creature. At that moment, more objects fell into the pit, empty skins and remains. From them emerged a swarm of smaller centipedes, feasting on the discarded scraps. They passed by the young man, mistaking him for one of their own. Realizing this, he began to imitate their behavior, observing their habits, and assimilating into their society. After 10 days, he finally managed to escape the Webbed Hollow. Basking in the daylight, he came to understand that dwelling on the past would not allow him to live a fulfilling life. Returning to his hometown, he sought to lead a peaceful existence. However, the Weavers, aware of his visit to Zhu's estate, gathered at his doorstep, demanding that he retrieve treasures from the estate. Forced to hide from them, he found no respite from the turmoil that surrounded him. Oh, well, that sucks. Poor guy. Those Weavers should leave him alone. He's been through enough. Right! Education complete. Ooh, treasure. Cold iron leaves and will. And this is not actually a... Oh, no, wait. Nope. This is not a path forward. Huh. I don't know why. It looked like a path forward, but I guess it's not. Alright, well. Glad I came back here for that treasure chest at least. Yeah, it looks like it connects right through. Huh. How do I get over there then? That's probably around. If I do Cliff of Oblivion, sure, probably wraps around. And if not, then I'm clearly missing a pathway, which I will have to search for. That was the way we came. No, can't go down there. Definitely something, though. Huh. Alright, what's this way? What the... Oh, Jesus. Bodhisattva's right hand. Ooh. Stay right there. Oh, damn. Missed you completely. Ow. Ow. Come here. Stop moving. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Oh, God. That's a poison path. Ow. Oh, God, you're one ugly bastard. Oh, God. There we go. Run away, coward! Oh.
I've laid your path for you. But where will my path be? From now on, we're both on our own. Tell me, Monkey, what's it like out there? Beyond these mountains?
It's beautiful. Thanks for the bridge. So, seems we've got a little rebel in these caves. Past Echo. And Bodhisattva's right hand. When the Yellow Emperor visited the Queen Mother of the West, he crafted 12 mirrors as offerings. Among these, one had the unique ability to reflect the body's internal organs. Known as the Bone Reflecting Mirror, this mirror was once prized in the Quinn court before it disappeared. Is that what this is? Huh. Strange. Well, you know what? I think we might just end on that. Might as well look at the... God damn it. Wrong button. Might as well look at the new lore we got from that boss. Bodhisattva's right hand. The hand that plucked lotus from waters pristine. Of the same species, yet not from the same egg, it seems. Who can discern right from left in life's uncertain scheme? In this tangled web, truth and illusion gleam. In the olden days, a pair of enormous arms were brought into the webbed hollow by a Taoist. These lesser Yao Guais had no idea of their origin, but judging by their form, they must have once belonged to a divine being. Shortly after, the 100-eyed Taoist master personally visited and placed 2 egg-like objects within the arms, instructing the Yao Guais to guard them diligently. At first, the arms excluded a thick, foul-smelling fluid. After some time, the fluid dried up, forming a thick blood membrane that encased the arms. Years passed, and from a distance, one could see something writhing within the blood membrane, as if something was growing inside, eager to break free. Exactly 10 years later, 2 insects emerged from the eggs. Their bodies resembled bees, their tails like hands, and their venomous spit could kill any bird or beast and wither any plant it touched. The 100-eyed Taoist master rejoiced at the news and arranged a grand feast to celebrate. Amidst the banquet, he turned to the violet spider and shared a tale. You may not be aware, but I once attempted a similar endeavor on Purple Cloud Mountain. Alas, the celestial eggs failed to hatch as intended, and I faced severe reprimand from our master. However, this time, I've come to realize that the celestial eggs bestowed upon us were not meant for lofty destinies to ascend. Creating Yao Guais, on the other hand, is an ideal outcome. One of the insects had a left hand for a tail, and the other had a right hand. They loved to hang upside down from the cave ceiling, dangling their tails to lure prey. When the prey approached, they would clap their hands together, crushing the prey into a pulp before lowering their heads to swallow it whole. Later, the left-handed insect went to the mountains to practice, while the right-handed one, now unable to clap, preferred to guard narrow paths. There, it could take full advantage of the terrain to capture and devour any intruders. Interesting. These are like Yao Guai experiments almost. Huh. Right. Infusing the power of a god with an insect egg to create a powerful Yao Guai. Interesting application of like the armor worm thing. Well, I do believe this is where we're going to put an end to things for today. Next time, we continue on the path forward. We'll cross that new bridge that lady laid for us, and I'm definitely going to remember to get the last meditation spots from the New West this time. I swear. And then I'll show them off just so that we all know where they are. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me on the journey so far. Leave a like and a comment down below if you've enjoyed what you've seen here, and maybe also consider subscribing, and if you do, be sure to hit that notification bell. I would truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace out.